Today we are gonna react to Temu stories. First, what are the problems? Anyway, the problem is that the stories are slow and the kids' brains are literally fried. Oh, fries. Here is an example of a fake story.
She said, "Stop acting like we're married. You don't get a say in where I go or who I'm with." Everyone laughed. I just smiled and stayed quiet. But when she came back from her weekend away, her key didn't work, and the neighbor told her exactly why. My girlfriend Jessica had lived in my house for 6 months, eating my food, using my Wi-Fi, and treating my place like a stage for her independence. I paid the mortgage, utilities, and groceries. She contributed nothing but opinions and lectures about my controlling behavior. The breaking point came when she announced a weekend trip with her 3 best friends, the Harpies. "The girls and I are going to the lake," she said, already dressed to leave. "Don't wait up." I was making dinner and casually asked which lake. Jessica stared like I asked for her password.
Get out!
Can you believe him? Jessica said, rolling her eyes. "He wants to know where I'm going," Tiffany scoffed. Jessica delivered the line. "Stop acting like we're married. You don't get a say in where I..."
You can clearly see it's fake. And it's like we posted like 3 times, bro. Here's another example.
Nerds, how did you end up falling in love with your bully? Jared was the biggest bully in my school. He would always call me the biggest nerd in school or 4 eyes and always used to knock my books down out of my hand. But when our teacher paired us up for a huge history project, I begged her to pair me up with someone else. But I had no choice. I went into his house to work on the assignment, but there were empty bottles everywhere and yelling from the other room. He looked super scared, which wasn't like him. We barely talked, but when we did, it was only about the project. But he started slowly, got more comfortable, and even said sorry for everything he did to me. I forgave him, which felt weird at the time, but also right. After a couple of
And another time, this is
work and started talking about our lives.
Get out!
We weren't just friends anymore. He asked me out, and even though I was scared.
So if you're a story creator like this, then you're trash. Trash. Common things about these stories is that they use SMR backgrounds and use AI for the script. And it's kinda like Roblox rants. Another example.
850 Big Macs in 10 minutes and I'm still hungry.
KFC kicked me out because I shitted in their frying pan.
I got scammed on Temu, so I burned down my family's house.
I ate 25 Big Macs in 2 minutes and now I can't feel my leg.
850 Big Macs in...
I don't even have to explain it, do I? These AI stories will fry your brain.
I kept my name change a secret for 5 years. My parents had a strange sense of humor when naming their kids. My brother got the name Everest, which he loved. Strong, unique,
So
and
yeah, I
meaningful.
don't know what
They
to
named me
say.
Minnesota. They thought
Okay,
it was quirky and
there's
charming, but
another
for me, it was
example
a
of
nightmare.
this.
In school, I was teased mercilessly. Kids called me Mini Soda or just Soda Can. My parents insisted that everyone use my full name, saying it was a badge of honor. Even teachers winced when calling roll. By the time I turned 18, I was done. I legally changed my name to Nina and didn't tell a soul. College was a fresh start. Everyone knew me as Nina, and for the first time, I felt normal. My boyfriend Aaron even said my name sounded elegant. I didn't have the heart or courage to tell him the truth. Fast forward 5 years, Aaron proposed, and I said yes. Everything was perfect until I realized my birth name would be announced during the wedding ceremony. I had no choice but to tell my parents and Aaron the truth. When I told my parents, they were furious. They called me ungrateful, saying I destroyed a piece of our family's legacy. Aaron's reaction? He just stared at me, speechless. Finally, he said, "Why didn't you trust me with this? The wedding's next week and my parents refused to come." Aaron says he needs time to think. My brother Everest, though, texted me last night. "I wish I'd changed my name too. You're braver than I'll ever be. I don't regret becoming Nina, but standing at the altar next week, I wonder, will I be standing there alone?" I kept
Do not open this app. Your brain will unlock superpowers instantly. Warning, do not open this app. Your brain will unlock superpowers instantly. Warning.